Once upon a time, my friend Karan, while surfing the dark web, stumbled upon a video titled The Theory of Water, and soon he became obsessed with the theory. The video showed the true account of how humanity was created. It showed that God created Earth and then created two beautiful angels, one male and one female. At first all were happy, but soon God feared Adam and Eve surpassing him and taking over. So he created the vast oceans and coerced the two angels to drink from it. As the time passed, Adam and Eve became addicted to water and started losing their powers. At last they forgot who they truly were. Angels. At the end, the video suggested that if someone doesn't drink water for 38 days and 38 nights, he would become an angel. Karan, convinced by the theory, planned an experiment. He told me and Millie that he would lock himself in a room without water, without any communication, and would only consume sunlight. To make sure he is okay, we suggested he pass us written notes from beneath the door every day, a one-way communication tactic. Millie and me played along as we knew this was one of his pranks. The next day, he hugged us and locked himself in the corner room. The next 13 days, he continued to send us notes of his activities inside the room. I and Millie would laugh and imagine how far the prank would go. We imagined he might have stashed fast food and would watch reels all day, or how he would sneak out from the back window and eat and watch reels outside. But from day 14th, something weird started to happen. We noticed his writing change, and words decrease with time, and sometimes he would write few words which didn't make sense. Soon, weird alphabets started to appear, and as more days passed, the whole thing turned into just random circles. Millie and I got worried a little. We thought he might have started taking drugs and has become addicted. Soon the letters stopped coming. We knocked the door hard, but no reply came back. Worried, we decided to break in, but still with an ounce of doubt of it being a prank, we decided to wait. On the last day in the morning, we heard a loud scream from within. We broke in the room and found it being completely empty with only a broken window. We looked outside. Through the shining rays of the sun, we saw a man with wings like an angel flying towards the heavens. But then we turned around, and in the corner, saw a pale and thin body sitting over the sofa, without a breath, which made me think, did he become an angel or just described starvation?
An old, blind man, a billionaire, entered the cabin of a famous doctor. The doctor, after checking him thoroughly, explained that he suffers from cerebral partia, a rare condition where a part of his brain is missing, which caused him blindness and loss of his sense of taste in his tongue since birth. The blind old man, with rage, ordered the doctor to cure him completely, and to not worry about the money, as once he cures him, he will load the doctor with so much money his lineage won't have to work again ever. There is no cure for this, the doctor whispered. But my latest experiments have the potential to become the cure for this disease, he said with confidence. The doctor, on the orders of the old blind billionaire, starts the procedure. He explains that because this type of open brain surgery is extremely delicate, he must first place the old man into a coma, a dream state, where he will remain until the procedure is complete. He further explains that the dream state could last for several months, or even up to a year, while in real life only a few hours would pass. Moreover, within the dream, everything would feel completely real. Also, in the dream state, he might dream of being another person, an alter ego from another time. The only way to remember you are in a dream is to recall your childhood memories. As a dream always starts from the middle of a scene, there would be no backstory for your alter ego, and thus you will find no memories of your childhood within the dream. The doctor, at last, warns the old man never to accidentally die in the dream world, as it would cause death of his body in real life. And with a faint nod by the old man, the doctor starts the procedure. The old man woke up in the dream and was shocked to see that he was a beggar in this world. Horrified, he explored the dream world, but found nothing fascinating. Just then, a man grabbed him and demanded that the beggar pay his money back. The beggar, confused, ran away, but saw a group of people with sticks running towards him. Terrified, he hid inside a garbage container. The disgusting smell of animal waste and rotting food made him puke. This is a dream, right? He murmured and tried to recall his childhood, but nothing came to his mind. A few minutes later, he came out only to realize that he had no home, no spare clothes, no water to drink or wash himself. He was the dirt of the street, but only for a brief period. Life was difficult, but he was happy, as he could now see the world and taste whatever food he got his hands on. His only mission was to stay away from those people, and soon the dream would be over. But just then, he stumbled upon a diary in his coat pocket. Inside, he found a list of people from whom he took money. As he read further, he found an entry describing how his alcoholism and other addictions took everything away from him, his family, his money, and even his memories. It described how an overdose of strong drugs made him lose all his childhood memories. And towards the end of the diary, he found an entry that read, "Often I dream of being a rich billionaire. In the dream, I have everything, a big house, luxury cars, a yacht. But I can only feel all those, as in the dream I cannot see nor, for some weird reason, taste the delicious food in my mouth. Perhaps that's because I dream with my eyes closed." Haha. Horrified, the beggar thought to himself, was he a beggar that dreamed he was a billionaire? Or was he a billionaire currently dreaming?
The first time I saw him, I crunched my teeth tight and thought to myself, so exquisite. Our neighbors brought home a dog, not a normal one. Vivi was designed. His eyes so big they shimmered like glass, his legs tiny sticks that barely touched the ground. Everyone adored him. They pushed him around in a stroller like a baby prince. That night, I lay in bed, hollow, whispering his name. Vivi. I wanted him. So one evening, during hide and seek, I slipped through their garage. I found a room full of medicines, ampules, injections, instructions scrawled on a wall chart. My stomach twisted, but I couldn't look away. This wasn't just a dog, it was an invention. One night, I tried to steal him, but when I opened the door, Vivi was strapped to a machine. A tube ran from his swollen head, draining slime into a jar. His massive eyes stared, unblinking. I ran, heart pounding. Later, rumors spread their maid had been fired for putting cream in Vivi's eyes. I searched the cream's name. It wasn't poison, it was medicine, for animals that can't close their eyelids. And then it hit me. His beauty was pain, his cuteness was suffering. One evening I hid again, and I heard them whispering. Cut his tail shorter, replace his voice, peel off his skin and stitch a new one, brighter fur. The word they used, vivisection. They'd sedate him, stiffen him, but he'd still feel everything. I couldn't stop thinking about it. The next day, while searching for something in the yard, I saw the broken garage window. That night I used it. I stole Vivi, finally. I carried him in my bicycle basket, far from town, to where the green fields stretch forever. I set him down gently, his huge eyes glistened in the moonlight. He looked at me, helpless. This beauty is cruelty, I whispered. This cuteness is suffering. I lifted a stone, and I ended it. The next day, while the neighbors cried, the others only speculated what would have happened. But soon, everyone forgot. Weeks later, my parents surprised me with a box. Inside, a trembling puppy, another genetically modified dog. I stared at it, my throat dry, and thought to myself, so exquisite.